Hello, everybody, if you're there. I found myself pretty quick. I think we're all set up. I need some more light. Well, hello. Hello, Marie. How are you today? So here's the card we're gonna make. Hey, Trudy. Trudy, I don't think I know you, but I love your profile picture. Is that the Eiffel Tower? Wait, is that the Eiffel Tower? It's little itty bitty tiny. I can hardly see it, but it looks like it's the Eiffel Tower. And I've been there and I love it. Well, hi. I'm glad I'm late then, Fontella. So let me tell you. So on Thursdays, my schedule is on Thursdays, I go live at 6 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, which normally works out for me great. So today I have this beautiful customer. Her name is Barbara. I just love her to actual pieces. And she called me this morning and she was like, I have an order I need to place. I said, well, come on over after work. And she said, okay. So she comes over at like 10 minutes to 6. And I can't like rush her out the door. And so she comes and she places her order. She's so faithful and she places her orders with me and she doesn't do anything online. So she lets me do it all herself. And I kind of feel like I'm rambling, but oh my goodness, I just couldn't scoot her out the door. So here I am, I'm late and I apologize. But, what would you do if you were me? You have a customer coming and wants to place an order. We're going to place the order. And so now we're going to make this beautiful card. Okay? So this is from the brand new catalog. This catalog right here. Boop, look at this annual catalog. It's beautiful. If you need one. If you are not a demonstrator and you do not have a demonstrator and you need a catalog, I would love to send you one. You can send me a message. I would love to send you one. Okay? So let me know if you need one. This stamp set right here is called Hand Penned. And this is what we're going to use today, part of it. And then we're going to use a different one. I'll show you it in a minute. But these are just so pretty. And just, I don't know. They're delicate. They're watercolory. They're just so pretty. But let me show you how it works. Okay? So it's a 2-step stamp. Okay? So we're going to start with the big image right here. This image right here. And we're going to stamp it right in the middle of our basic white cardstock. And we're going to stamp it in, what is this? Memento Black. Or Memento Black. And we're just going to stamp it right here in the middle. Okay? And that's all for the black. Done with you now. Clean our stamp off. Now, look what I love about this. What we've done with our stamps now, with this catalog, is we have put a picture of the stamps on the back. Can you see that? So this slides out. It always has. Well, there was never a back. But see, there's a picture. So now you can put your stamps here instead of having your stamps on this silly piece of window sheet. They just stick right there, and that way you know that you have them all, or if you're missing one. Isn't that, I love that. Okay, so we're gonna start filling in these flowers, and I have Petal Pink. Yes, Petal Pink, which sometimes really doesn't even look very pink. But I love this color. I'm a pinky girl, so it doesn't matter what color pink you got. Sandra likes it. Okay. So because it's a 2-step stamp, you have to line this stamp up with this image, okay? And it's not perfect. It never will be perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. It's a watercolor look, they call it. So it's not perfect. So if you are a perfectionist, Sandra is not. This is probably not the technique for you. That's close. That's the kind of girl I am. So it's really good for me. I kind of like it. Where you're like, yeah, it's close. Go ahead and stamp it. That's welcome to my world. That's how I do this. So there's lots of different ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one. This one's going to stamp these 2 flowers on both sides. And again, it's not perfect. It's just it's a watercolor, okay? So then we have leaves. We get our little bitty tiny A block. And I think we're done with the petal pink. So we'll put it away. And now we have, hey Shawnee. Now we have Old Olive. And we're going to stamp these little leaves, okay? In Old Olive. And again, you're just kind of going, that's close. Getting it close. I think there's something on my stamp. Maybe not. Maybe that's the way it's supposed to be with a little hole in there. It's close. And then we'll get the bigger leaf out here. And that's really all there is to, I mean, look, there's no coloring. Sometimes I like to color, but sometimes this is even better. Okay, so there you go. That's the stamping for that. And while I have the green out, the Old Olive out, we will go ahead and stamp our sentiment on here. It says anything is possible. Is that not a great sentiment? Is it straight? It's not straight. Okay, I'm going to flip it over. See if I can get it straight. There. Now it's straight. There's 2 sides to every piece of paper. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm going to punch this. So when I go to Lovely Labels Pick a Punch. Love it. This is a 3/4 inch piece of paper, so it'll slide right in there. You can use 1 inch, 3/4 inch, or 1/2 inch, and it'll slide right in your punch. You get to pick. That's why it's called Pick a Punch. Hey, Denise. Okay, so let's distress. Would you like to distress a little? Well, we're not going to distress quite yet. One moment. We're going to stamp some more. We're going to stamp with the Quiet Meadow stamp set. I used this last week, but I just love it. So I have my crumb cake. Because you see, this doesn't look anything like that. It will in a moment. We are going to use this background stamp with these words on it right here. This stamp and the other one that I just used will be available on the 4th of May. The 4th of May. Are you ready? I have you hold your breath until the 4th of May. Okay, so we're just stamping all around this flower. And we're going to continue to try to get this stamp straight. I think I have it lined up straight on the block. So it should work out okay. There's not really a rhyme or reason. There's no wrong or right of it. We're just going around. It's funny, when I look at that, it looks like the words are backwards. I'm going to start back down here. If you keep your paper straight, sometimes it's easier to get your words straight. I'd say sometimes. It's not always. Because, sometimes The words just aren't straight. So, my mom and my sister and my kids, everybody that I am related to lives in the state of New Mexico. And if you've seen, there's a fire in the state of New Mexico that I'm sure my mom and family can smell the smoke from. So it's pretty close. But one of the great things is they have, hey Michelle, they have been praying for rain. It is New Mexico. But they've actually gotten rain for the last few days, which is almost unheard of. So now, this is the Splatter Stamp. So we're just going to continue to stamp on our background to make it more vintagey looking. Hi, Phyllis. How are you today? So they say that the fire has not gotten any bigger. It's a forest fire, but there's not, well, I guess there is a lot of forest. That's where Smokey the Bear is from. I grew up right next to Smokey the Bear Forest. That's what it's called. It's called the Sacramento Forest. Sacramento National something Forest. Anyway, so luckily they've had lots of rain. They said the humidity was high. It was 30%. You apparently don't know what high humidity means. Okay, so now I have a blending brush. I love the blending brushes. So we're still using the crumb cake ink. And we're just going to go around this image. We're not going to we're not going to go on the flowers. Just on the outsides of the paper. Because I like a vintagey look. It's something that I enjoy. I also like the contrast of the white in the middle and the vintagey look on the outside. I don't know. I just thought it was nice. So the countdown is on. Like, the countdown was never on, but my countdown is on for Maui. I'm so excited about that. It is 15 days from now that I will get on an airplane, providing that my COVID test is negative 72 hours before I go to get on an airplane. Okay, so anyway. So, COVID test in 12 days. Get on an airplane in 15 days. Okay, so now I have the sponge. And I'm going to do the edges. Because as much as I love the blending brush, it doesn't give me the edge I'd like. And I want the edge to be darker. And I did try it with the blending brush. It just doesn't give me the look I want. So, I'm going to use the little finger dauber. Because I can. And it gives me that darker edge like I like. So, has everybody got all of the retiring products that they need to get out of the, because that catalog, the annual catalog, ends on the 3rd of May. If there's something you want in there that's retiring, you need to get it. Ooh, I will post on my Facebook page. I will post all of the pillow gifts. Oh my gosh. Now, let me tell you what. The one that I went to before, I went to Greece a couple years ago on the Stampin' Up trip that I earned. And they say that Stampin' Up is awesome and Stampin' Up is generous and Stampin' Up is this and Stampin' Up is that. Oh my word. They are so amazingly generous. The pillow gifts are amazing. One thing that we already know that we get is a spa service. So I get to have a massage while I'm there. So I'm looking forward to that. Probably just as much as I'm looking forward to anything. Okay, so I'm gonna distress this a little bit because otherwise it's just too stark. So we'll just use what's kind of left on the brush. Then we'll do the edges just a little. And then it'll blend right in our card. Otherwise it looks like it's from a different card and we just misplaced it on there. When I laid it down, I was like, oh, that's not so good. Okay. See? Now it looks like it belongs. Okay. So, I have a piece of Petal Pink. A layer of Petal Pink. So I'm just going to glue this down. Greece was amazing. Greece is hotter than the face of the sun in the summertime. I just have to let you know that. There's not a lot of air conditioning in Greece. It's beautiful. The food is amazing. The people are very nice. It is hot. I mean, and I'm from Georgia and it's hot. Okay, so then we're going to layer it on crumb cake. Crumb cake. I'm hoping that Hawaii is nice, and I think it'll be nice and temperate, the weather, I mean. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of the foam adhesive sheets. Is that what it's called? Foam sheets? I don't know the technical name for it. I've lost it. It's in my brain, but it's not coming out right now. To pop this up, because I had it on my desk and I used it earlier and it worked out just fine. So I'm going to line this edge up with the edge of my card. At least I think I am. Anything is possible. It's possible. We have French friends. And I love to hear it. She's like, when she says, can we do something? She says, is it possible? Is it possible? And I'm like, can you say that again? It is possible? It is possible? She's so funny. I love them. Okay, now I have these. Oh, there they are. I'm like, I know I have these little things. These, the metallic dots. My metallic pearls that you get, 100,000. How many do you get in here? There is a ton. And I never seem to use them all. I have lots of packs of them in here and never seem to use them. How many are in here? There's 242 in a pack. That means there is 121 of each color. That's a lot. That's a lot of pearls. They're so pretty. The gold, I think, just goes with it. So then I'm going to add some up here. They'll probably get lost in those dots, but I'm going to do it anyway. Put one down here. All right, so there you go. Now, if you wanted to, you could come out with some yellow or something and put some in the middle of these flowers, but I'm done. So that's it. That's what I think. Hi, Debbie. So there you go. So this is my card for today, and it is made with the hand pen petals, which is available the 4th of May, and the Quiet Meadow stamp set. That's what we used today. Okay. And the blending brushes. Oh my gosh, they're back in stock. Get some blending brushes. They're amazing. Okay. So that's all I got. If you need a catalog, please let me know. I will send you one. If you need to order from the Retiring catalog, if you need to order from this catalog, you need to get it done, because this catalog goes away the 3rd of May. Okay? Don't say you weren't warned. You've been warned. Okay? So, that's all I got for you today. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you. And I will see you guys next week. Okay? I may pop on the 4th just to let you guys know that I placed my order. If you want to be on my paper share, you can find right above this post, there's a link for my paper share if you want to be in my paper share. It's 34 or it's 43. 35 or $43 if you want to be in my paper share. Okay? So, let me know about that too. Okay? Thanks, Phyllis. You guys are sweet. I'll catch you guys later.